Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you come across this video. Thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm super grateful for every single one of you. I love you so much. Thank you for all the bookings, scheduling, and all of that. Like, share, subscribes, everyone who's participating in the community. And yes, I love you guys. I love you, I love you, I love you so very much. So remember the other day when I was talking about how, good morning, Kelly. When I was talking about how I asked, well, do demons start out bad, right? And I said, I'm going to talk to God about that, right? I said, I'm going to talk to God about that. Hey, Jessica. Hey, the healer. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Christina. Hey, Jeff. So yesterday, just driving along, my kids and I are on our way to Target, minding my own business. And again, I typically channel a lot of messages while I'm driving, but all of a sudden, God starts talking to me about that question. Okay? And the download that I received is kind of a big deal. Okay? It was life-altering for me. Okay, so basically what I received was the devil was made up by religion. The devil is not even real. And the reason that this was made up, okay, now take this as it resonates, okay? This is, I'm not projecting this onto anyone, all right? And let me finish because there's lots of parts to this. So, it is the program, the ideal, right? It is the program of that fallen angel. Okay? The devil was created to create fear. Okay? To create fear in making mistakes. To create fear of being persecuted, to create fear of all these fears, right? Now, all of these emotions and things that are considered bad, right? That have developed over time. These have developed over time as a defense mechanism for the fear. Yeah? Okay, so then God took that a little further later on in the day because, right, I'm ruminating about all of that. And let me just make sure, hold on, I will look at something else and make sure that I'm not missing any of those parts. Okay, yeah. So basically, the devil is the illusion, right? Creating that separation. Creating that, you know what I'm saying? Duality is important. But, so now God took it a step further, right? Later, and I didn't channel this part. Actually, a young boy, a young channel that I saw, he channeled this part. And he was talking about, and this is how I feel, that demons are created because I believe that they're correct, okay? Or I believe that they are real, right? All of these things have evolved over time, right? Dark energy, fear, demons, deities, all of these things, right? They have evolved over time, right? Because when you feed something energy, it grows, okay? So how they start is a traumatic event happens and it creates an energetic orb, and then it's fed energy throughout its course, okay? And this is how these energies and these entities are created. And it's not just on this planet. The little boy said it's on every planet. So it's the program of the fallen angel that we are being released from. Some of you will resonate with this and some of you will not. Some of you can understand this, and I'm not saying others of you cannot understand it. It just might be a matter of consciousness. I'll read you the exact download that came through because I might not be explaining it correctly. It said, the devil is, so it says, what if the devil isn't real, like at all, and religion created it to create fear? So everything that would be tied to that energy is simply an illusion, meaning that all these emotions that we say are bad are simply just weapons that have evolved over time in defense of fear, the program of the fallen angel. The devil is the illusion, creating separation and creating a normal when that is also an illusion. Yep. That's what I got. So, yeah. That was my download. All right. So, yeah. Duality is important. We all possess but what I'm saying is not to say that we don't have those shadow sides, right? All of those emotions that, are considered bad. I don't know why I'm still doing this, but the emotions that are considered bad, right, have grown over time, right? They've been grown to made to be like they're a weapon. They have been it's a tool that we're meant to have, right? But they have grown to an extent where now they are a shadow that we have to become, that we have to take back control of, right? This is an evolution over time. Once that fear, once that ideology, I can't even say that word right now. Once the idea of the devil was created, right? Once that fear, once that, that story of that fallen angel, right? You must be perfect in order not to fall. Once that was created, that fed into all of these other things that associate with fear, all of these other emotions, all of these other triggers, and it kept growing and growing, right? Because we fed energy into it. So, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Anyways, really, Tanya? I like Dolores Cannon, but I've never heard her talk about that part of the whatever. So, I've mostly heard her talk about other things. I actually had a client who had a QHHT session done, and her higher self talked about me. I've never told anybody that. Well, I've told a couple people that, but I was brought up. She's a trauma spotting client, and just out of nowhere, she didn't ask any questions about me or anything, but her higher self brought me up in her session, and said she needs to keep working with me. That's very cool. Maybe I need to listen to her more. Anyways, okay, so channeled song I keep hearing though this morning, which is completely different, is that song. It's all over TikTok, and it's that song that says, "Please don't be in love with someone else." Layla, I didn't see what you typed, but I'm sorry for your loss, my dear. Anyways, all right. So that might, I don't know why that's been, it just has been coming through my head like a lot. I'm sorry, Layla. Yeah, I don't know what that, I mean, clearly somebody, I don't know if you're talking to somebody or if, I don't know. Somebody just doesn't want you to be in love with somebody else. You know, I don't really want to, I feel like that could just be a confirmation for some people, okay? As far as that song goes, right? Just wanting, if you guys are like newly speaking to somebody, okay? And maybe things are, maybe you're unsure, okay? I think that, and that's not going to be for everyone, but I think that both of you are kind of in this energy of like, I hope there's no one else. I hope there's no one else. Or this is somebody in specific about you, okay? I don't know. And this could be somebody that hasn't even approached you yet, all right? And they want to approach you and they just really don't want you to be in love with somebody else, okay? Oh my goodness. All right. I don't really want to talk about that a whole lot, to be honest with you, but we'll see what wants to come out here, okay? We'll see what messages want to come out. Hey, Miss Valerie. Yeah, and just so you guys know, that is not me saying that there is no evil in the world or that there is no bad or, you know, but what I'm saying is it started from nothing. It was something that was made up that has evolved so much over time, right? Because it's energy. Yeah? So this is not me saying that evil does not exist or that, you know, I hope that you understand that it, you know, yeah. For some of you, somebody is finally getting the hint. Okay, this would be somebody from your past probably, okay? Somebody that's been pretty persistent on I feel like trying to invade your space, trying to whether it be energetically or in the physical or just like it's almost like testing your boundaries. I think that somebody has gone through some sort of tower moment here. They've realized that it's like maybe in the past you would like if this person were persistent or something, you would like break down boundaries, or you would break down walls or something, and allow this person's like been knocking at the wall, right? They've been knocking at the gate for a little bit, and you never came to the door. You never came to the door. This caused a tower moment. Okay, this might have literally actually happened for some of you. Somebody could have been knocking at your door and you just never answered. Okay, they realized that, they don't need to come back here. Okay, but for others of you, this is just metaphorically, right? Somebody has been energetically knocking at the door and you're not answering. Okay, this is somebody who, probably may have been like manipulative in the past, or, just somebody that you don't necessarily align with anymore. Whether they treated you badly or not, I think everyone is going to resonate with it differently. Regardless, though, you've moved on from this person. Okay, to an extent where it's like, yeah, no, I'm not even going to come to the door. I'm not even going to entertain, because, especially if this person was manipulative, right? They had a way of, like I'm almost seeing somebody just kind of like, it's almost like somebody sneaks inside, right? But right in front of you, right? And you don't even realize what's happening. That is the extent of this person's manipulation abilities, right? It's almost like somehow they get you to like back up and allow them to come in, like, and it's like, yeah. So for a lot of you, you realize this, right? That's why you didn't even answer the door, because you're like, no, we're not going through that again. We're not going through that again. This person has realized they have gone through some sort of tower moment. Okay? They have gone through some sort of tower moment. They realize they won't be back. They won't be back. That's not even a song, I don't think. But they won't be back. Okay? This could be that song. This could be that person that is saying, please don't be in love with someone else. Okay, this could be that person. It could, right? I feel like this person, this doesn't have to be romantic though, right? But somebody is afraid of losing you. They're afraid. And honestly, collective, I feel like you're already gone. Maui boy, what's I'm doing? What's my man doing? You want to come say hello? Do you? Come here. Come here. Hi. Hi, handsome. Hi. Oh, you don't want to be on camera very much today? Hi, I love you. I love him. Yes, I do. Him has a grooming appointment today. Yes, he does. All right. Let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm almost finished here. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, you're already gone. Okay? A lot of you are, look, and it's so funny. We got the devil at the bottom of the deck, right? As we were talking about that earlier. It's almost like, I don't know. I feel like that understanding about the devil might actually be very freeing for a lot of people. I don't know. It was for me. In that moment, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't know why it was so... I get downloads all the time, but I was just like, this is a cool download. Like, I'm really glad about this download. So anyways, yeah, I feel like you've created happiness on your own. We've been talking about this, right? You are probably in this Queen of Pentacles energy, okay? Just doing your own thing. And this person, like I said, just really... having a hard time. They're having a hard time because they've got to see you like this. They have, these are people that are used to seeing you down. They're used to seeing you broke. They're used to seeing you depressed. They're used to seeing you lost. They're used to seeing you tired. They're used to seeing you, and granted, not to say that you were always in those energies, because I feel like generally as a collective, we're pretty naturally high vibing, right? But it's like recently collective life has just been getting really good. And these might be people that are, coming in from the past. They want to be a part of this new energy that you're in. And a lot of them, that they can't be. You know what I'm saying? They are in this lower vibrational energy, right? With their hand out, like saying, come with me, come back with me, right? Come on, let's go, remember when we used to do this, and remember when we used to go there, and remember, right? So I'm just going to look at this Devil card probably from now on as just an unhealed lower vibrational energy, right? People that are very, very much in their head, caught up in the programming, right? They're like, come on, let's go, remember when we used to party, remember when we used to do all that stuff, right? And whether or not they're saying this to you, it's like you're not the same person that you were before. You don't even want to go to those places anymore. You don't even want to do those things. You don't even want to see those people, right? You have no interest. Because, you've got a bag, you have, if some of you might still be working on finances, but there's some sort of improvement in your physical life that is bringing you a lot of peace. Okay? It's bringing you a lot of peace and a lot of happiness. And you're like, why the hell would I leave here? Right? Like, are you kidding? I love it here. These people are like, you're always, at home alone or something, I don't know. And it's just, collective, you're just like, well, I love it here. It's safe here. It's cleansed here. It's clean, energetically and physically. And this is my castle. I worked really hard to build this, right? Whatever it is, wherever it is, take it as a metaphor. Right? It could just be like literally just being still and in silence with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. These are friendships. These are family members, right? And that the idea of that song of like, it could just be, maybe old friends or wondering if you got new friends or, I don't know. There's just a lot of past energy here that's just, and we've been feeling it, right? They're feeling some type of way because you're shifting, you're moving forward, right? You're no longer entertaining all of the things and all the places, and it's just because you found a different happiness in this higher vibrational energy, right? An unhealed version of you versus a healed version of you, you're not going to like to do the same things. You're not going to like the same people. You're not going to, you know what I mean? It's because you're at a completely different vibration. And it is not to say that, that these people are doing anything wrong with their life. It's not up to us to judge that, right? It is up to us, though, to create those boundaries and respect ourselves enough to know I've moved past that stage in my life. Right? And it's okay if they're still in that stage. That's totally up to them. I just know that I'm in this stage. And so going over there, it doesn't even seem, it's just not in alignment. I know I'm going to feel uncomfortable. I know that it's, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you're really more so stepping into that, right? And not giving a shit about what anybody thinks when you say no. That is a big deal, okay? especially collective empaths, light workers, earth angels. We tend to always suffer from the people pleasing, right? As a symptom of complex trauma. It comes from, when we were children and we were made to feel that we had to go above and beyond to get any type of attention, love, or affection, right? And for all of you, it's going to come from a different root, but that's the general root of that. So, and you're stepping out of that energy. You're like, no, I'm not here for you. I'm not here for you, right? Again, it's not to say anything bad about anybody or anything, right? Because they are where they are, and that's exactly where they should be. As far as we know. Otherwise, it's none of our business. Right? And same for us, right? We are where we are, and it's exactly where we should be. It's the same. Yeah, because no is a full sentence. It really is. No is... Oh my gosh, Lisa, that's hilarious. I didn't even read that. She said the same thing. Yeah. Hey, Susan. Yeah, no is a full sentence. And you don't have to... It doesn't have to be, some of you might, in the beginning still feel uncomfortable with that word no, and you might still try to explain yourself, okay, or whatever it is, but over time that word no is just going to continue to grow more and more comfortable in your vocabulary. Okay, you're going to get really good at it, and it's not. And again, the word no is not mean. I'm being reminded of that saying where it's like, what's the worst that could happen? And that is that somebody says no, right? But is that the worst thing? I don't know. There's just a negative energy around the word no. And it is, I think eventually that's going to go away, right? It's just going to be like, somebody says no and it's like, oh, okay. Right? Currently, right now, collectively, in the 3D, it's when somebody says no, they're either, somebody gets offended or they're, or they, get mad or all these different things. But I feel like the more that we heal and move into that self-love and that self-respect and as a collective, the more that we're going to find respect around that word no. And it's not going to be a situation where we feel wounded or attacked or hurt by somebody saying no. It's going to shift into this more understanding of, all right, well, that just doesn't work for them right now, or at all, right? It's just not aligned. It's just not meant to be. And that's okay, right? This is all a part of a releasing attachment, releasing expectations, which I feel like is a big thing that's going on right now. We were talking about that yesterday as well. Releasing negativity, releasing attachments, releasing expectations, okay? It's always good to plan and have a plan, but allow time and space for the divine plan, okay? Let's get one more card. I have a session in about 10 minutes, so I gotta jump. But, we're gonna get one more card on this. Final messages. Yeah, look, we have two cards right here that talk about releasing Both of them. This card, the Moonology says it's time to release negativity, and the Jaguar is the release card. Okay, so this could be a situation, you know, I'm being reminded of that song where people are coming back and you're being guided to release them. Okay, if maybe you were unsure, maybe you didn't know. Okay, I don't know, but or maybe this is your confirmation that you did a really good job at releasing them, that's what you should have done. But a lot of this release is actually, it feels like it's more so perceptions, right? Around things like the devil and around things like the word no, right? If we look at, you know, I'm seeing like this pie. You remember the graphs, right? Were those called? It's not a pie graph, but it's the one where they interlock, right? What's that one called? I don't remember. But it's like, you know, good and bad, and it's almost like we are working on bringing all of those things into the center, and honoring each one of them for what it is and recognizing the importance of all of it. A Venn diagram. Thank you, Skylar. Yes, Faye. So, if there are things that are happening right now that maybe you would typically perceive as negative or as bad, okay, I feel like this is happening or coming up for you to perceive in a different light, to put it in that middle bubble and know, hey, this has got to be here. You know, I got to have that. Like that, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. So, I don't know. It feels like we're finding the gray area between good and bad, dark and evil. And I know we all know that there's a balance and there is a, you know, but it's almost like changing the perception equally with the bad, with the good, right? Recognizing in different ways. You know, this feels like an internal work. I know the Schumann resonance today is really focused on the heart, okay? There was a lot of trigger energy over this weekend, which makes perfect sense because we're releasing this negativity. We're releasing this. So, again, it is not to say that, you know, that it doesn't exist, right? That evil doesn't exist, or that, you know, that but it's just, it's a new perception that is kind of adding value to it in a way, and allowing you to call your power back from it is ultimately what's happening, is calling your power back from this fallen angel program. From the sin. Yep. Hey, Tasha Love. All right. Goodness. Okay, guys, I have a session in like literally 5 minutes, so I have to go. But listen, I love you guys. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. And we'll talk soon. Also, before I go, don't come at me. Listen, I'm not projecting any of my beliefs or any of my downloads onto you. Okay, I just feel like I want to say this. I am not projecting any of that onto you. If it does not feel right to you, then you don't have to take it. You don't have to take it, but I don't want to hear about it. Okay? All right. I love